My name is Daniel Bryson. I'm a consultant clinical scientist in the NHS at Central Manchester Trust, and I'm the scientific director of the IVF unit there. So I'm responsible for the IVF labs in the embryology research program, and I have a research group at the University of Manchester interested in embryo development and stem cell biology. IVF is in vitro fertilization treatment, so it means taking eggs and sperm from the man and the woman, mixing them together in the lab. So the first test tube baby was born here in Greater Manchester in Oldham in 1978, Louise Brown. And in 30 years since then, we've been steadily improving IVF treatments. So the pregnancy rate now is about 25% per IVF cycle. So about 1 in every 4 IVF cycles results in a pregnancy. Embryonic stem cells, as you'd imagine, come from the early embryo. So the egg, or the oocyte, is the ultimate stem cell because the egg has to give rise to every cell type in the body, of course, to form a baby, along with the sperm. And by the time the embryo reaches day 5 after fertilization, it's already formed its own very small stem cell population of about 30 cells. And if those embryos aren't used in IVF, in vitro fertilization treatment, but they're discarded instead, scientists can take those embryos and take out the stem cell population and grow those in the lab into a stem cell line. Now, regen medicine is such a big field, there's a lot of funding available. I think it's going to be taking in people from all sorts of backgrounds. So we're looking for people who are clinicians who identify the clinical need, where we might use stem cells for therapy, people from an engineering background. We'll be involving people who did first degrees in engineering who never would have imagined they'd be working on stem cell therapies. So absolutely, it's going to draw in all sorts of multidisciplinary people from all sorts of backgrounds, no question. It's brought about a paradigm shift whereby people can see that a lot of diseases which we don't have therapies for at the moment, or for which the therapies aren't very good, will be transformed by using cell-based therapies to treat those diseases, or indeed by stimulating the body's own cells, own stem cell population to cure those diseases. I think that's why it's so important and why it's really caught people's imagination. It's the idea that, in 10 or 15 years, a lot of the treatments we carry out in the NHS might be transformed by cell therapies or regen medicine. That's why I think it's the scope to cure a very large number of people, or at least treat their diseases in a way which we can't at the moment.